A lot has changed for me after Pixel 4a, and as everything has a story to tell, this one is about Pixel 7. Mostly Pixel 7 is known for great camera, amazing software, low specifications, average battery life, and overheating issues. On the other hand, this was also awarded Phone of the Year in 2022 by MKBHD. So, I have it here, purchased in Big Billion Day on Flipkart with amazing discounts and heavy exchange offers in just 30,000 INR. So let's do the reality check and stay tuned till the end to know more about the battery performance of this phone. But before that, please subscribe to help me grow this channel and keep me motivated to create amazing content for you in future. Nothing crazy from the unboxing, and it was just like all other Pixel phones. No charger as usual, and I'm still using my Pixel 4a's 18-watt charger. We have the phone in snow white color, our SIM ejector tool, there's a quick switch adapter, and now I have two of them. And there's 1 meter USB-C to USB-C cable, and for your information, it is USB 2.0. We all know that every smartphone has its pros and cons, but it depends what you want from your smartphone. Everyone has a different way of using their phone, and it could make this phone a right fit for you or a deal breaker. But where I'm coming from, Pixel 4a to Pixel 7, I feel huge difference in day-to-day usage. I am definitely missing the form factor of Pixel 4a, and 3 years with Pixel 4a was worth every penny. But the fact is that Pixel 7 has enhanced my experience to a different level. Even if you keep the form factor and display aside, slowly I started to kind of feel the difference in the basic stuff like call quality. I also felt the network was much better in my car parking. I was never able to take calls on Pixel 4a where I used to park the car, and now I can do that in Pixel 7. But the real wake-up call was when I started to listen to my favorite tracks in my car. The first change I noticed was while using Android Auto. Suddenly, the frustrations I had been dealing with disappeared, and I could seamlessly enjoy my music on the go. All the connectivity issues and glitchy performance almost faded away, but that's not even the best part. The sound quality transformed so much that it felt like switching from black and white to full color. I also noticed similar changes and improvements while using basic Bluetooth headphones. Not just in sound quality, but in the intensity of the sound. Like with 50% volume on Pixel 7 was as loud as 70% on Pixel 4a. As I said earlier, that it completely depends on which phone you are switching from. Obviously, you won't find these many differences if you are switching from Pixel 7 to Pixel 8. And that is one of the reasons that I didn't go for Pixel 8, as Pixel 7 adds much more value. I'll get to that in a bit. But one thing that I really love about this phone is the design and how it looks. This phone has its own character and identity. The metal camera bar differentiates it from many phones and somehow looks similar to each other. And this snow white color is actually white. The in-hand feel is amazing, and you can rest your finger beneath the camera bar, which gives you a better grip and reduces chances of slipping from the hand due to glass crack. But like everyone, I'm using a back cover as glass is glass, and this phone is not like Pixel 4a. This is a silicone solid back cover, and it protects the phone from every corner, and it has this textured back finish that gives a good grip. I'll add the link in the description. And now coming to the display of Pixel 7. First of all, 90Hz refresh rate is much better than 60Hz, and that's a fact, and anyone who talks otherwise is talking crap. The difference is as evident as the transition from manual transmission to automatic transmission. There is a phone that doesn't care about the refresh rate and still has a 60Hz display in a phone costing around 80,000 INR in 2023. It's shocking. Coming back to the display of Pixel 7. It's bright enough, first of all, suitable for the outdoor conditions. I know smartphone companies are marketing phones with crazy peak brightness as a feature, but I feel anything between 1000 and 1500 nits is more than enough for those rare case scenarios when you are directly under the sun. It is good looking, vibrant display with great color accuracy, and I love watching YouTube videos on this display. For everything else, you don't need anything more than that. There is just one catch here. It has got a slight yellowish tone or tint on the display, and you won't notice until you compare with any other phone side by side. And as far as I know, it's a color calibration problem, and especially the white color is not calibrated properly. And just for your information, this problem exists in Pixel 8 display as well. I'm actually used to it, as this was the same case with Pixel 4a's display and it wasn't a deal breaker for me. So I'm good. But now let's get to the part which everyone acknowledged about this phone, the camera. A major change for me is the ultra-wide lens. It gives that additional field of view and allows me to capture in close or compact spaces. It's not super wide, but it keeps the photo natural, saving it from those spherical edges and doesn't distort it. Another huge difference that I notice is in the camera system. The camera system is much better than previous Pixel phones. It is obviously not fast as the iPhones or Samsung's camera, as it is a Pixel phone and relies on heavy processing after capturing the photo. But still, there is no lag, the processing time is reduced, and overall the experience is improved. With Android 14, Google has also revamped the camera UI and it feels much more organized. The video and photo mode toggle is very useful, and when you are in photo or video mode, you'll only see the options related to that particular mode. And you can see some samples here, and it is the same contrasty Pixel style photos. There is a huge difference in quality when compared to Pixel 4a photos, and a better lens obviously plays an important role here in capturing more light, which helps in low lighting situations, and the night mode is drastically improved. If I have to order the best camera features of Pixel 7, I'll keep the night mode at the top. In terms of the improvement, we can see the biggest jump in the videos of Pixel 7. It is now somewhat comparable to iPhone's videos. Google has done a great job here, as Pixel 4a videos were grainy and completely unusable, and that's not the case with Pixel 7. In good lighting situations, it performs better than any previous Pixel phone. Now, the most lovable thing about this phone is the software. This phone feels alive, and I won't say it is just a smartphone. Let me explain. Every phone does more or less everything that is expected from the smartphone, but this phone is more than that. You'll see some intuitive features which makes you wonder sometimes how it knows what I was actually looking for. You can stop a simple morning alarm by just saying stop, and this is not related to Google Assistant. Tips with information and animation are always there to help and guide you through your camera features or any setting that you want to change, and this enables you to effectively use that feature. Live Translate automatically detects the foreign language and it translates it according to your default language.
S'il vous plaît, likez, abonnez-vous à ma chaîne.
Please like and subscribe to my channel.
Apart from these features, there are several other useful features like Photo Unblur, Magic Eraser, Live Transcribe, and Now Playing. Another very important aspect that keeps your phone active and alive is monthly security updates, and Pixel phones are the first ones to receive these updates. And Android 14 on the other hand has drastically improved the system and battery performance of Pixel 7. And the phone is doing everything right. Every interaction and navigations feel seamless, and it is smoothly running all the tasks and applications without any issues. Now, the most controversial aspect of this phone is its processor, the Tensor G2. Let me first make it very clear that this processor doesn't stand out on paper. Tensor chips have a defined purpose, and they are designed to support all Google's Pixel features and machine learning tasks. And it pretty much does everything that is expected. It does a great job with all the basic stuff and performs really well. Although it is not a gaming phone, still I have done some casual gaming for around 20 to 30 minutes and it handled it pretty well. It can also handle heavy games like Call of Duty and Genshin Impact. But I want to address a real problem this chip has, and that is overheating. There are specific instances and use cases where this phone gets uncomfortably hot. Most of the time you won't notice if you are using a back cover or case, otherwise you can instantly feel it. And I haven't reached a point where it starts lagging or not functioning properly. But while using the camera for more than 5 minutes, or if I change cinematic wallpapers to and fro, it happens. Usually there are a lot of questions come to our mind when we talk about the Pixel phone's battery. But I haven't noticed any issues like battery drainage or the phone wasting battery in standby mode. During standby, Pixel 7 can last up to 2 days, which according to me is more than expected. With mixed usage, you can easily go through your typical day with SOT of around 5.5 to 6 hours. And once I got lucky and I got close to 7 hours in Wi-Fi network. I usually charge it overnight with adaptive charging enabled, and typically I start my day around 7 am. By the time I finish my day, I'm left with around 35% to 50% battery, and it is completely based on my usage. I haven't exhausted my battery yet, and the max it has gone to like 20% remaining before I plug in the charger. I'm not saying it is the best battery performance in a smartphone, but it's kind of manageable until you are a heavy gamer or a person who is using all battery sucking applications at the same time. So the bottom line is Pixel 7 has its pros and cons, and it completely depends on you whether it is a right fit for you or a deal breaker. Let me know in the comments if any of these reasons match your preferences to consider Pixel 7 as your next Pixel device. Please subscribe to the channel for amazing content ahead. My name is Sushant. Keep watching. See you in the next video.